Namaste, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us this Sunday. This Sunday's Kirtan is dedicated to all the lonely hearts. So we're hoping that by the end of this Kirtan, we know that a lot of you are doing it tough, especially places like Melbourne and all around the world, really, where people are stuck at home on their own. And we want you to know that you're really not alone. And we're hoping by the end of this Kirtan, you'll get to experience that for yourself. So very nice to have your company. Thank you, Adrian and Angela, Jackie, Bronnie. Very nice. We miss you, Bronnie. We miss everybody. Bree and Ruth, thank you for joining us. Tammy, Diane and Andy. Guys, tag your friends in the comments. It's always really helpful and really nice to get other people to come and join us as well. And while you're there, hit the like, give us some love. And I think we've got time now for some meditation.
Yeah.
With Radha Krishna Das.
So tonight's meditation is going to be part one of a full meditation that we'll be doing next week. So tonight's meditation is going to connect up with next week. Tonight we're speaking about loneliness, is there a cure? And that's going to be a two-part series of talks, and also the meditations will be following on from this week to next week. So this is setting the foundation for next week's meditation. Okay, so let's sit comfortably. I'm sure you are if you're at home. And if you like, you can close your eyes. There's nothing special about closing our eyes for meditation. It just helps to remove any distractions that might be in our environment. So with our eyes closed, just become aware of your surroundings. Just try to be aware of the sensations. Sit quietly, listen. What can you hear in your environment? What sounds are there? So just become aware of the sounds and the surroundings. Now become aware of any smells, any aromas in your environment. Be aware of any sensations of touch that you have on your skin, the clothing on your skin, any jewelry. So just focus in and become aware of the sensation of touch on your whole body, on your skin. Now become aware of the movement of your mind. As I say some words, be aware of thoughts or images that come into your mind. Elephant. Lion. Monkey. Clouds. Did your mind jump to an image or thought? watch your mind like a witness. Now ask yourself, who is observing the mind? Who is aware of the feelings and sensations in the body? Who is aware of the movement of the mind? Become aware of the fact that you are the perceiver of your mind. You are the seer of the mind. Through the practice of yoga and meditation, you'll gradually become increasingly aware of the inner sensations of your mind and the movement of your mind. You will gradually come to the point where you recognize that you are the perceiver of all of this. You are the aware entity. You are the perceiving self who is aware of the body sensations, who is watching the mind, who is aware of the feelings of the body and mind. It is I who are aware of my body if my body is cold. I am aware if my mind is confused. I am aware when I am experiencing anger. I am aware when I am experiencing being tired. Your awareness now expands to yourself. The goal of the yoga teaching is to help a person come to the point where one experiences the following realizations. Aham Brahmasmi. I am the spirit soul. I am the Atma. I am now covered by a mind. The mind is moving, but it is not me. I am not my mind. I am the observer of my mind. I am aware I have a physical body, and there are many sensations. I am the one who is aware of this body. I am the one who is experiencing these sensations. I am not my mind. I am not my body, so who am I? I am spirit, soul, and essence. I am part and parcel of the Supreme Soul. Aham Brahmasmi. So now we are going to harmonize our breathing, and then starting from the third outward breath, we add the transcendental mantra of Gauranga, and we meditate and rest in this transcendental sound. Now let us all inhale together. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Deep inhalation. One more time. Just keeping your eyes closed, and we continue to meditate on the mantra silently in the mind.
Hari Bol. So for those of you who are just tuning in, this is the Mantra Room on a Sunday, and our Kirtan tonight is dedicated to all the lonely people, all the people doing it tough. Tonight we're hoping this brings some peace and happiness to your hearts. So if you know anyone in Melbourne or regional Victoria, or even anyone in hotel quarantine that you feel could really use a boost, then please tag them or send this live stream to them. We're really hoping that we can bring some peace and happiness to people. Some questions here. Jivananda's asking, where is the location? A lovely setup.
I can't tell.
This is a secret. This is a secret location. We're in a secret
People will
location.
show up. That's the problem if we tell you. It's somewhere in Australia.
But Wayne is our set designer, so credits to Wayne. Give him some hearts, please, people. And just press that little heart button. Joanne says, Haribol, the band's back together.
We've changed the name of the band, just in case you know that the other guys in the band don't know either. It's called the Lonely Hearts Club Band. just for this week and next week.
Haribol, Avelina, and they've got a lot of hearts coming in here.
That's the solution to loneliness, is the love. Okay, so let's this week we're going to have part one of an exploration of loneliness. I'm an expert on this. I can tell you all about loneliness because I've been lonely, and I would be very surprised if there is not every single person who is out there and in here has experienced loneliness. So I'd like to speak about it, but before doing so, let me take a moment to pay my respects and gratitude to Jagat Guru Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa, who is my spiritual teacher, mentor, guide and friend. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa Iti Namine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktarindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So what sparked the idea of speaking about, exploring the idea of loneliness is there was a question that Madhya Dasi came across. You know, there's various forums and things online and many to do with meditation and spiritual life and yoga and things like that. So this was one question that someone put in a forum on meditation. And the person asked, does anyone have any tips on staying mindful when you are feeling lonely? Like no one is understanding you. It's been irking me lately, and I know I have loving people all around me, yet I can't shake the feeling. Any advice is appreciated. So maybe I'll just start off with the idea that ultimately, as good as mindfulness meditation is, it cannot solve our feelings of loneliness. It is not possible. Loneliness actually is a spiritual longing. It is a spiritual longing of the Atma, of you, of me, of the spirit soul, the eternal part and parcel of the Supreme Soul. So just being aware of the sensations and the feelings which are there in our body and mind, which is what we did earlier, in our guided meditation practice. This has a certain advantage, a certain benefit to it. But ultimately, we need to spiritualize the practice of mindfulness. Just simply watching and being aware of sensations, thoughts, and feelings does not actually solve the problem, although it may give us a little respite for some time because we're not being swept away by these feelings, but actually to solve the problem of loneliness. Need something further, something deeper. So what I want to do is actually, I've got some, when we got this question, it made me do a little bit of research. And what I found was some interesting things. And as Madhya was saying, you'll find that if you are feeling some loneliness or emptiness, then you are not alone. So here I found this information. On Valentine's Day last year, the BBC launched the largest ever loneliness experiment. A loneliness experiment with 55,000 people from around the world. They found that loneliness is as bad for our health as having a long-term illness such as diabetes or high blood pressure. So there's a direct connection between these feelings of loneliness and our physical well-being. Loneliness has been shown to be as bad for our health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Now, if you're smoking on top of that, as well as being lonely, then we're in trouble. So 15 cigarettes a day, it goes on to say, I'll read that again. Loneliness has been shown to be as bad for our health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day, and to reduce our life expectancy by up to 8 years. And they go on to say, they actually call this an epidemic of loneliness, which is spreading so fast that it is estimated to affect up to 50% of people, the epidemic of loneliness. In the US, 1 in 4 people have said that they have no one person to confide in. To make things worse, 75% of people say that they are unsatisfied with the friendships and relationships that they do have. 75% of people in this survey say that they are unsatisfied with the friendships and the relationships that they do have. Researchers also suggest that loneliness is becoming more common in the United States. Since 1985, the number of people in the US with no close friends at all has tripled. Interestingly, the rise of the internet and ironically social media are also implicated. They are partially to blame for this feeling. So, what is loneliness? Loneliness, we all experience at different times, and loneliness is, of course, an experience within ourselves. It's something which we experience within our heart, within our very being. And there is much more to loneliness, isn't there? It's the fear, anxiety. This is also part of loneliness, or an emptiness. Part of loneliness is an emptiness in our life. And the amazing thing about this loneliness is that we can even be in loving, close relationships. We can actually have a loving partner and still be experiencing this loneliness. We can even experience loneliness in a crowd, well, not these days you can't, but normally in life, we might be going to a party or, to some event, where there's crowds of people and everybody might be having a great time. And we can be sitting there or standing there or even engaging in dancing and singing at a concert or something like that and be experiencing deep and great loneliness. So what is this loneliness, and what is put forward as a solution to how we deal with loneliness? Sometimes people say, well, to overcome loneliness, we need to maybe volunteer for some organization. If we volunteer, then we're engaging with others, and we may make some friendships in this engaging in volunteering. And this is actually true, because connecting with others is part of the solution to this epidemic of loneliness. So being engaged with others, helping other people, these things actually do have an impact on how we are feeling. Not just because we are socially engaged, but there's actually a deeper spiritual reason for this as well. So being lonely is, we have to look for the solution. And in fact, we can actually experience how loneliness can actually help us in life if we actually see it for what it is. Loneliness is actually a symptom of something deeper within us that is lacking. As I said, those of you, every one of us has some kind of relationship, whether it's a significant other or we have, family, we have brothers, sisters, parents, children, we have friends at work perhaps, we have a variety of people that we interact with, but still this loneliness comes upon us despite this. Even to the point where, someone may actually be engaged or have engaged in a most intimate relationship, a most intimate sexual relationship, which is very satisfying. But afterwards, a person can actually be feeling within their heart also this loneliness. So this loneliness is meant to be a catalyst for us to actually look deeper into our existence, into our life, and why this is there, rather than just trying to somehow or other superficially ignore it, or to engage in activities which for some time may make it so that we are not aware of this. And those kind of activities range everything from, we always bring this up because this is what we do, scrolling on our Facebook feeds, watching different things on YouTube, binge watching Netflix. There's so many different things and different ways that we engage in to try to cover over this deep feeling of loneliness. As we said earlier, there's a degree of fear there, fear that no one will love me, or I will not find someone to love me. So this is all part of this experience of loneliness, this emptiness. So the great sages and spiritual teachers, in fact the teachings of yoga, is that we should actually recognize the reality of loneliness, the reality of this emptiness, and not try to cover it over superficially, but actually recognize it, to see it for what it is, and to see that ultimately there is a spiritual cause for this feeling, this experience of loneliness and emptiness, to use it as a tool to actually grow spiritually. So as I said earlier this evening, this is going to be a two-part discussion. So I'm not going to cover everything tonight, but more or less just to set the foundation. So let us let us look at what is the cause of this loneliness. It cannot be separated from our real identity. Loneliness is deeply connected to our identity of who we are. This is why every week we cover in our meditations and in our talking the reality of our identity as being spirit soul, as being the eternal Atma, not this temporary material body, not the ever-changing mind. We are the soul within. We are the person, the living being, the spiritual self, only temporarily residing within this body and covered by the mind, which is full of all of its desires, and etc. Not only are we spirit soul, it does not end there. We are the eternal spark of the Supreme Soul. So we are part and parcel of the Supreme Soul, of Krishna or of God. And the idea of yoga gives us a very clear understanding of where we can find the solution to the problem of loneliness. The word yoga means union. The word yoga means connection. It means to connect up. It actually means relationship. So we, the Atma, part and parcel of the Supreme Soul, the purpose of our existence and where we will actually find that love is in connection with the all love, Krishna, God, the Supreme Soul, the cause of all causes. So here we understand that this is actually the solution to these feelings of loneliness. And this is why nothing else and no other relationships, as close and as intimate as they may be, as affectionate as they may be, will actually not satisfy this longing for perfect love. And isn't that what we're doing in life? We're looking for perfect love. We're hoping, our parents will be perfect. We can think that way for about, 2 years maybe. Then we start to find out that our parents aren't perfect. We look for that in our brothers and sisters, and as nice as they are, you will also find that there is discrepancies. They don't fully understand me, they don't fully love me. And then, of course, we look for friends, close friends. And then ultimately, of course, we have partners in life, deeper, intimate relationships. Now, the yoga teaching does not say that we have to renounce relationships and just focus on our relationship with the Supreme. No, this is actually not the case. Actually, we are all connected, not just to the Supreme Soul. We have an eternal bond of kinship, a bond of love, a relationship with Krishna or God. But we also have relationships, and we are connected to all other living beings, because every living being is part and parcel of the Supreme Soul also. So therefore, just like in a family, we are all connected to the other members of our family. Similarly, we are connected to and have relationships with all other living beings. So we can cultivate, we should be cultivating our relationship with the Supreme, with Krishna or God, simultaneously cultivating our relationships with other living beings, other spirit souls who are also part and parcel of the Supreme Soul or the Absolute Whole. We are all part of the Absolute Whole. We are all connected in this sense. So it isn't like yoga is teaching that we should renounce marriage or friendships or relationships. No, we can learn how to spiritualize them. And we can actually experience the reality that no other Atma, no other living being in this world can actually satisfy my inner need for perfect, unconditional love. We can love them and they can love us, but this love is not enough. I need an ocean of spiritual love, not just a cup of love, which is what other living beings can offer us and what we can offer to other living beings. We actually need to be immersed in this ocean of spiritual love. And this is our connection between us and the Supreme Soul, the Supreme Living Being, Krishna or God. So loneliness does have a cure. And I will give you a hint. What we are doing here tonight is actually the solution to our loneliness. Because through this practice of meditation on the holy names of the Supreme, the holy names of Krishna, in those transcendental names is where we will find the all-love. We will find the solution to the emptiness and the fear that we travel through life with, the fear that no one will love me. Many people actually have that fear that others will not love me. Am I lovable? So that's it for tonight. Next week we're going to continue with these ideas and take them deeper in how we can actually overcome loneliness. And also give you a hint about next week. You'll find that many great yogis and transcendentalists of all traditions, they actually will leave society and go off and maybe go to a cave somewhere or to an isolated place away from others to seek out the solution to loneliness. So there is a difference between spiritual solitude and loneliness or being alone. So one can be alone but not lonely when one actually taps into this spiritual love which is within inside all of us. So for now, in case we don't make it through this week, let me give you the solution, which we will explore more deeply in more detail next week. The holy names of the Supreme is actually where that love and therefore the solution to our emptiness and loneliness can be found. There's one thing just comes to mind. I remember our spiritual teacher speaking about how to engage in meditation upon mantra or transcendental sound, the holy names of the Supreme, is we should have, in the same way that we approach sitting with, being with a very dear friend, this is how we should approach our practice of meditation on the holy names of Krishna. So when you're with a friend, a very dear friend, you feel very comfortable. You don't feel, you have to put on any front or airs. It's a very relaxed situation. So similarly, how we approach the chanting of the holy names of Krishna is in this same way as if we're there with our actual dear friend. In fact, we are, because there is no difference between Krishna and Krishna's names. And as Krishna is the all-love, so the holy names of Krishna are the all-love. Thank you very much, and we'll actually dive a little bit more into this ocean of spiritual love with our kirtan. Thank you.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhare Yasodanandana Rajajana Ranjana Jamunati Sodananda
Excellent.
Thank you, everyone. If you're just joining us, this is Kirtan live from the Mantra Room on the Gold Coast at an undisclosed location. Thank you for your company tonight. Jivananda says to all involved in this lovely meditation session, thank you one and all. Sweet chanting and talk. Namaste.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jivananda. It's very nice to have your company.
Okay. How are we doing for time? Well, we've got plenty of time.
2 tunes left.
Yeah. Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Siddha Swarupananda Paramahamsa Iti Namine
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Siddha Swarupananda Paramahamsa Iti Namine Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hari
Nityananda, 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 Haribo, Gauranga, 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 Haribo. Nityananda, 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 Haribo, Gauranga, 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 Haribo. Nityananda, 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 Haribo, Gauranga, 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 Haribo.
Nityananda, 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 Haribo. Gauranga, 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 Haribo.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Haribo, Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Haribo.
Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Haribo, Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Haribo.
Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Haribo, Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Haribo.
Haribo, Nitai Gaur,
Haribo.
Nitai Gaur, Haribo, Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Haribo.
Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Haribo, Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Haribo.
Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Haribo, Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Haribo.
Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Haribo.
Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Haribo, Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Haribo.
Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Haribo. Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Haribo.
Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Haribo, Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Haribo.
Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Haribo. Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Haribo.
Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Haribo, Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Haribo.
One more, let's do it together.
Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Haribo. Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Haribo.
It's the first string in about, I don't know how long, years, that I've broken. Broke the guitar.
Bronnie says, beautiful evening, listening to it down Burleigh from where we'd rather be. We can't go back to Burleigh Hall yet, but hopefully soon. And we're planning some outdoor kirtans with everyone soon, so looking forward. We're imagining you all chanting here with us, and we're looking forward to when we can do it for real. So keep your eyes out on our socials and in your inbox. We'll have invitations to an outdoor gathering very soon. Okay, this one we're sending out some love to all the friends in Melbourne and Victoria. This one is for you. Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
chant the holy names of the Lord in a humble state of mind, feeling oneself to be Lord than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, ready to offer all respects to others in such a state of mind. One can chant the holy names of the Lord constantly. Namaste, Nara Shringhaya, Baladalabadidayane, Hiranyakashipu Purvakshaya, Silatam Anakoraye, Itona Shringo, Paratona Shringo, Yatoya toya mita tona shringo, ahir na shringo, ahir na hina shringo, na shringa manim, salinam prabhurai, kamakara kamalai nakam, haluta shringa. Talanta Hiranyakashipu, Anubrega, Keshavarita, Naranirupa, Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Jaya Jagadisha Hare.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna
Krishna Prastaya Bhutale, Srimati Siddha Swarupananda, Paramahamsa Iti Namani, Ajashri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you again for sharing your Sunday evening with us. It's been very nice to have your company. We look forward to having Kirtan with you again soon. Please check out our socials and our newsletter for info on when the next live and in-person outdoor Kirtan is. We have one planned quite soon, so keep an eye out. Also coming up, we have Thoughtful Thursday. We have Friday night candlelight Kirtan at the Mantra Room, and this Saturday we have a special treat for you. We have some friends of ours who will be live streaming from 5:30 till 7, I believe. And of course we're back here next Sunday for more Kirtan. So thank you again for your company. It's been really, really wonderful. Thank you for all your comments. We read them all. Amberisa says, so nice, longing for an in-person Kirtan, but this is the next best thing.
Yeah. So we have Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays.
Yep, we have a full weekend.
Yeah, a long weekend of Kirtan.
All covered. Shannon says, thank you, so nice, love from Melbourne. love to all of you guys in Melbourne. We're thinking of you and hoping it won't be too long before you can come and chant with us again and be out and about and doing all the things, all the good things. Chanting with our friends at Gokula House. If you're not aware of Gokula House, check out their Facebook. They have live streaming kirtans the same nights as us, Fridays and Sundays.
Yep. You have to watch theirs later. Watch us live and then watch those guys later. And next week we'll be continuing our exploration on loneliness. Is there a cure? You are not alone. That is the key. Do not worry. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you to all
Namaste.
our guys.